In Genesis 12:1-3, God makes 6 major promises to Abraham that serve as the foundation of the Abrahamic covenant and the story of the Israelites. These promises include 1. The promise of land. God tells Abraham to leave his homeland and go to a land that he will show him. This is the beginning of God's promise to give Abraham and his descendants a specific land, which later becomes known as the Promised Land, or Canaan. The promise of land becomes a crucial part of Israelite identity and their covenant relationship with God. 2. The promise of a great nation. God promises to make Abraham into a great nation, suggesting that he will become the father of a large and influential people. This promise is significant because, at the time, Abraham and his wife, Sarah, were childless and elderly, making the idea of a lineage seemingly impossible. This promise becomes foundational to the birth of the Israelite nation and fulfills God's commitment to creating a people uniquely devoted to Him. 3. Personal blessing. God assures Abraham of His blessing, meaning divine favor, protection, and provision. This personal blessing not only impacts Abraham's immediate life but establishes a framework for God's relationship with Abraham and his descendants. 4. A great name. God promises to make Abraham's name great, which can imply honor, respect, and influence. Indeed, Abraham becomes one of the most venerated figures in history, recognized as a patriarch in Judaism, Christianity, and Islam. His legacy extends far beyond his lifetime, fulfilling this promise. 5. A source of blessing to others. God tells Abraham, "You will be a blessing," indicating that through Abraham, others will also receive God's favor. This is often understood as both a calling and a promise that Abraham's life and actions will be a means for blessing others. 6. Blessing for all nations. Finally, God promises, "All peoples on earth will be blessed through you." This is one of the most expansive promises, suggesting that the impact of Abraham's lineage will be universal, blessing all of humanity. In Christian theology, this is often seen as a prophecy about Jesus Christ, who Christians believe is a descendant of Abraham and brings spiritual blessing to the world. God's promises to Abraham were a cornerstone of his faith, a foundation upon which he built his life. These promises of land, descendants, and blessings held profound implications for Abraham and continue to inspire us today. They remind us of the importance of trust, faith, and obedience in our journey with God. Thanks for joining me on this journey into Genesis 12. What are your thoughts on God's promises to Abraham? Share with me in the comments below, and be sure to check out my other videos on biblical themes.